Good morning, children. Welcome to Chapter 6 Early Civilizations, Part 5. In previous videos, we discussed about Indus Valley Civilization, Vedic literature, about Vedas. Now, in this video, you are going to learn about classification of Vedic period and early Vedic period. Classification of Vedic period. The period of Vedic civilization 1500 to 500 is divided into two broad parts. Early Vedic period, later Vedic period. Early Vedic period, duration 1500 to 1000 BC, also known as Rig Vedic period. Later Vedic period, 1000 to 600 BC is. In this video, you are going to learn about early Vedic period. Next video, you are going to learn about later Vedic period. Already you know what is BC. Okay, we will study the features of the Vedic civilization under these two periods. Early Vedic period. Social life. The family is the basic unit of the society. The father was the head of the family. Joint family system was in practice. In the society, family only used to be taken as a basic unit, and who is the head of the family? The father. And the joint family system used to be in the practice. You know, two types of families are there, joint family and nuclear family. So joint family system used to be practiced in during the early Vedic period. The prisoners of war were called dasas or dasya, were like slaves. Prisoners means those the people who were kept in the prison. Prison means jail. So those of war, okay, during the war who were kept as prisoners in the prison, those were called as dasas and dasya, and they used to be treated as slaves. Slaves means whatever the work they will say, that all these prisoners they have to do without any payment. That means they won't get any money. What works they will say that all they have to do. That is called as like that. Those people used to treat those prisoners as slaves. Those are called as dasas. And monogamy was the usual practice. Monogamy means one person will marry another one person only. That means one man is there. He has to get married with one woman. That's it. Okay, that is only called as monogamy. Two marriages, three marriages, not there. Only single marriage. That is only called as monogamy. Position of women. Women held a respectable place in their society. They studied Vedas. There were no child marriages or sati. So in the society, the women used to get so much respect. And those women, they studied Vedas also. But there were no child marriages. Child marriages means in ancient times, in our society, some practices are there. That is only called as child marriage. That means for small girls and boys, for children only they used to do marriage. That is only called as child marriage. And sati. Sati means this is a practice. If any time the husband dies, the wife also has to die along with the dead body of the husband. That means she has to sacrifice herself along with the husband. That is only called as sati practice. The child marriages or sati, those are not there during the early Vedic period. And women had the choice to choose their husbands in Swayamvaram. To whom they want to marry, they can choose in Swayamvaram. Widow remarriage was in practice. Widow means any woman lost her husband, she was called as widow. And for them, they can take any again marriage. That only called as widow remarriage. That also was there in the practice. And learned women like Gosha, Apala, Lopamudra, Indrani, Vishwavara, etc. were great Vedic scholars. Those people are learned women, and scholars means knowledgeable persons. Okay, they studied Vedas and those are very knowledgeable persons. Women participated with their husbands in all religious ceremonies. yajnas, yagas, and pujas, anything religious ceremonies means for in those all along with the husbands, women also use it to participate. Dress. They wore vasa, dhoti, adivasa, upper cloth as we wear today. How we are wearing dhoti and top like that, those people also they used to wear the dress. The garments were embroidered with gold. See, for garments means dress. For that we are doing some embroidery, no, like that. Those people also they used to wear embroidery clothes. Women used earrings, necklace, bangles, and anklets as we do today. How nowadays women are wearing like that. Those people also used it to wear. Anklets means patil. Women oiled and combed hair which were plaited and braided. That means see how nowadays we are applying oil for our hair and we are wearing that jada, we will say no jada allukodam. Like that those women also used it to do. And men kept beard and mustache. That means meesam, get them. Okay, those men also use it to grow those for their faces. Okay, like that those people use it to wear dresses all. Now amusements. Amusements means how they use it to spend their leisure time to get some entertainment. Chariot racing, hunting, boxing, dancing, and music were some of the amusements. In that music only there are 3 types of musical instruments. Those are percussion, string, and wind were used by the singers. In that music, those people they used it to use these instruments. 3 instruments. Now education. Great importance was given to education. There were gurukulas. Entire institutions were given freedom in their teaching learning process. For that teaching and learning also they have so much freedom. Okay. So nowadays we are calling schools, colleges, universities. Those people they used to call as gurukulas. There only they used it to get education. And they were taught the art of warfare, philosophies, agriculture, animal husbandry and handicrafts. In that gurukulas, the students were taught what they use it to teach those teachers these subjects. What are the subjects? See, the art of warfare. Okay, warfare means how to do war. That means fighting. How to do the fighting. That all they will use it to teach. And philosophy. Philosophy means Tattva Sastram. We discussed in previous video. That one, agriculture. Agriculture means how to do farming. That all they use it to teach. Animal husbandry. That means how to rear the animals, cattle. That all they use it to teach. Next, handicrafts. Handicrafts means with hand what we can do the crops. Those are that skills also they use it to teach in the gurukulas. Food and crops. Rice, barley, bean and sesame formed their food. They also ate bread, cake, milk, butter, curd and fruits. These are those people used it to eat during early Vedic period. Religion. They believed that God is one and he can be worshipped and realized in many forms, that is Agni, Varuna, Yama, Vayu, etc. So now how we are saying like that, those people also they use it to believe that God is one only and he can be worshipped in and realized in many forms. What are those? Agni, Varuna, Yama, Vayu, etc. They believed that the same consciousness existed in the whole universe. Like that only in the universe also they believed. And every being is born with a divine consciousness. They performed yajnas. Those people during the early Vedic period, they used to perform yajnas. Varna system. Varna system is caste. Varna means caste. Okay, different caste people will be there in the society, no, like that. There was no caste discrimination in early Vedic period. Okay, this caste is high, this caste is no discrimination only. All the caste people, all the Varnas are equal in the society during the early Vedic period. No restriction on intercaste marriages. Intercaste marriage means one caste man can marry another caste woman. Okay, so that is only if we do like that. One caste man marries another caste woman, that is called as intercaste marriage. Okay, on those intercaste marriages no restrictions only, all are equal and people were allowed to choose their profession. So for people also that much freedom is there. Whatever they want to become, what profession they want to do, that they can choose. The political life. The chief of the clan was called Rajan and there was no dictatorship. Okay, the clan means for some particular area. For that, who is the head? He is only called as chief. And he was called as Rajan and there was no dictatorship. Dictatorship means what he will say that all they have to follow strictly, not that much. Okay, so no dictatorship, only for the people also there was so much freedom and liberty. And kingship was not hereditary. Kingship means generally king, after who will become king, his son, after him and his son, like that. That is only called as hereditary. But during the early Vedic period, the kingship was not hereditary. Who was very strong, who is very strong, who has so much intelligence, who has so many skills in that art of war, that means all the fighting. So he only can become the king. And the king was accepted by the assemblies of Sabha and Samiti. So in that assembly is called as Sabha and Samiti. There the king used to rule the people. The king looked after the welfare of the people. Always the king used to think about the welfare of the people in the society. Okay, children, I think all of you understand. About later Vedic period, we will discuss in next video. Now a small assignment for you. Classify the Vedic period. Who were Dasas? Name the subject taught in Gurukulas. The dash was the head of the family during Vedic period. The woman studied dash during early Vedic period. Thank you.